This is my story and journey of me doing martial arts and karate. Kempo karate is what I do. So I'm a now black belt trainee, at least at the recording of this video. And karate is something that has been a part of me for a good little while and never will leave. This video right here is my fourth karate tournament. I won in a couple of things, but I had two fights in this one. I didn't win, but I put up a good fight. I had really good respect and from people for it. I really should have probably won, but I think I did hit him a couple of times, but I don't think the judges saw it. My karate teacher is the one in the white that's doing the refereeing. Um, they kept giving the other guys points, and honestly, the first guy I fought was, I think, his friend or something, and I think I knocked him down and got a couple of points out of him, but I don't understand why I didn't get any points out of him, because I clearly hit him. But hey, judges call, fight's over. But there is another tournament coming up, and I'm hoping I'll do better in that one. But yeah, this is just something that's been really important to me. Yeah, I started doing karate around 9 when I was still in living in Texas at the time. And I was a white belt, but I didn't want to take the class. I often wanted to go home. I didn't want to train. I just only did it because my grandfather wanted me to do it. And often he didn't come to pick me up on time, so I often cried whenever he didn't show up. And I quit after that. But I picked it up when I was living in, when I went to live in Tennessee, and I was probably 12 or 13, and went to middle school. When I took karate there, it was at the middle school I was going to. It was at a little church, and it wasn't like a regular karate class. He was just going to a school teaching kids karate, and gave me my first pair of nunchucks. Actually got really good at them. Still actually know how to use them. And I won in a couple of tournaments using nunchucks. And so after that, that 3 years of middle school, when I got to high school, he actually took me in to practice karate and actually do it all the time now. So when I got to high school, I kept going to his classes, and he teaches at a church. And yeah, I started getting good at it, learning more. Started learning katas. If you don't know what katas are, they're like choreographed dances or gym floor routines, but it's like karate techniques in it. And if you ever do karate, you're gonna have to learn katas. But weapons were just a fun thing that we did. He trained me, not only me, but us really hard, especially if you were an advanced level belt. And he didn't play about training, which made training frustrating sometimes. This is me practicing from yesterday's workout. But there's another tournament coming up, so I'm training for that. And I will tell you the story about the tournaments. The first tournament I went to, I pretty much won everything: weapons, kata, and sparring. I think there was only one time while I was still training as a teenager where I taught the class, but I often now teach the class sometimes. Um, I'm more just there to train now, but I'm in the process of trying to get my first degree black belt because I'm a trainee. But I do teach sometimes, but I'm training, and he's pushing me harder than I ever have before, which I appreciate that. And I wish karate and martial arts were in schools, like middle schools, high school, college, sports. I feel like I would have done good with that. Probably got scholarships for it, but I could see why. I just wish it was. Karate is one of those things where you need to be focused really. So these are the trophies that I won in the tournaments from the past, and Yeah, I have them up. Honestly, it's been an honor to be practicing a martial art which looks down upon the community now, but should be respected. These are the medals that I won in my recent tournament. The first tournament, I won all three trophies. First place, I went against my friend, which was unfortunate, but because I didn't want to. But I won three first place trophies for kata weapon and sparring, but I didn't make it to the finals. They chose somebody else for the grand trophy, and I was a green belt. My second tournament, I was 16, and we went all the way to Mississippi for it. And two of us only competed. Two of us from my class competed out of my class, and I was a purple belt. No, the other guy was a purple belt. I was a red belt at the time, and the guy I fought was super nice. I got like 2 points out of him, but I didn't win. And I did the size for the weapons kata, and I did a kata I made up at that time. I didn't win on the second kata, but the weapons kata I only won because I was just the only one competing. I was competing by myself. The third tournament, I won both kata and weapons, and brown belt, and then still 16. I was, yeah, and the guy was kind of that I was going against was kind of mad. So when we fought, he kind of he punched me and kicked me down, but the fight lasted like a second, so I didn't really care. But the fourth tournament, one in weapons, nunchucks, one in kata doing the kata called Peon 4. And then we waited for a long time to fight because I was, at that point, I haven't been in a tournament since I was 16 and I'm 21 now. And this last tournament was only recently. So I'm over here waiting because I have to fight someone that's my age and my belt range, and I'm 21 and black trainee. So I went and just fought two guys who were in their 30s and 40s. Kicked the first guy down and knocked him down and punched him. Got a couple of points, but I didn't win. And then the second guy, I didn't score any points, but I felt like I should have won. But it was still a nice tournament. This is something that's going to be a part of my life. All of my life is already ingrained in me. And it taught me to become tougher, athletic, and more aware. And yeah, thank you. Like and subscribe.